Hey everyone, Will here. For my flea market finds for November 11th, 2025. Once again, not a whole lot to show you, but a few good things. Recurring theme this week, spotting quality. I'll go over it with you on a few things, but it seemed to be coming up several times over this past weekend. Had a guy, he's a seller. I normally go to his booth, and I get there and he tells me, "Oh, I got a good thing to show you. I know you're going to like it." He said it's a 1861 Civil War sword, and I'm thinking, yeah, sounds good to me. But then he pulls it out and shows it to me, and I take one look at the thing, and it's an obvious reproduction. So it was brass, and somebody had painted the brass, and then taken a buffer to the high spots and buffed up. They painted the brass black, then buffed off all the high spots, so it looked like it had wear. But it just looked absolutely horrible. It had a leather scabbard, and it was hardly a mark on the leather scabbard. It had a big, on the guard, it had big letters CSA, and the blade was marked 1861, and the blade itself, it looked like somebody had applied a rust to it. Like had like this. It was a weird rust pattern, but no pitting. Remember, this sword's supposed to be 164 years old. The leather scabbard, the leather was still supple. You almost never see anything like that on an original. So it was a ton of things that just said this thing isn't real. So the guy asked me, "What do you think?" And in my mind, I'm going back and forth. Do I tell him what I really think, or do I say, "Yeah, it's nice"? So I told him what I thought. I told him, and I was nice about it. I said, "Well, it looks a little off to me." And he immediately became very... he went on the offensive and didn't want to hear what I had to say, which is fine. I'm sure I'm not going to be the only person to tell him it's not real. But I guess it's better just to let these things go and not tell people the truth. They can find out on their own. But I don't know. Actually had another guy come up to me with about a World War II Japanese sword, and he wanted to ask me what I thought about it. He didn't have it with him, so I said, "Well, without you having it, I really can't say." I said, because they reproduce everything anymore. But got a few neat things to show you this week, and let's take a look. First up, got a Remington 1100 barrel. This looks like it's never been shot. It's hardly any wear on it whatsoever. Rib barrel, parkerized finish, full choke. I see these on eBay all over the place. I paid $85. I think this will bring somewhere between $200, maybe even up to $300. We'll have to get on there and see. Waterford. Got the Waterford frame, the crystal serving set, and the guy threw in the squirrel address plaque. It was $25 for everything. Not too bad. The doorstop is Hubley. Got it for $20. a basket of fruit, and no mistaking this. I mean, that is not a reproduction. Look at that wear, the rust. I mean, it's no question. This is the real thing. The problem is it's not bringing a whole lot of money. I think there's one on eBay right now for like 75. A couple old weights, made out of wood, not really too heavy, but neat having a pair of them. These always sell. We'll go down the bottom here. A Lester Flatt Earl Scruggs Foggy Mountain Boys picture album songbook, and this one, should have pulled it out. This one's been autographed by Flatt and Scruggs. Lester Flatt Earl Scruggs. Growing up, my dad enjoyed bluegrass music, so I'm familiar with Flatt and Scruggs. Hard to say what this is worth. I paid $10, but like I said, hard to say what that'll bring. I see the prices all over the place. Got a movie poster for Big Red 1 for $10, and for $5 I got a Fort Apache The Bronx movie poster. I'm not sure what they will bring. Kennedy boxes. I'm familiar with their machinist boxes. I've sold a few of them over the years, but I've never seen the Kennedy tackle box. Very nice boxes. Paid $10 for that. I'm not sure what it'll bring, but very good box. Yellowstone National Park license plate topper. I got that for $5. Monox event. I guess it's got something to do with venting out vapors or something. Got that for $5. So that was $5, $5, and $15. And this is a type of vise. Car Lane Manufacturing. Looks very well made. This goes back to what I mentioned in the beginning of the video about spotting quality. These two things seem like pretty good quality items. Even though I don't know exactly what they are, I haven't done any kind of research. This is like a vise or something. You can mount on here and twist it around. I think it's for welding or something. Working on pieces, being able to rotate it. But very well made. Got to do a little research into it. Got a Murano glass slipper. Once again, really nice quality. Got it for $8. Not quite sure what that'll bring, but Murano glass, always well done. Combat field packs, U.S. military, dated 1945. This one is a regular one, and this one has been waterproofed. So I paid $15 a piece for these. This should bring between 30 and 40. This one should bring between 40 and 50. Got a radio pack, backpack, communications backpack, military. Paid $40 for it, and it's actually, that's about all they're going for, surprisingly. I guess nobody wants a radio backpack. But like I said, kind of surprising because I'd never seen it before. It's like a mental checklist in my head when I see something at the flea market. Number one is, have I seen it before? And if I haven't seen it before, that goes a long way towards me wanting to buy it. Didn't work out in this case. Another item that I've never seen before and went ahead and bought. This is a World War II survival knife, marked GR Mish. Get a little saw, big old folding knife. The problem with it is it's missing the grip on the other side. Paid $40 for this. The guy said they were going for $200 online, and although I never really believe when people tell me prices, because they always, 9 times out of 10, they overestimate the value of their stuff. But this one, it's probably only going to bring about 75 or so. Surprisingly, somebody may want to restore it, or maybe take a few parts off of it. Maybe they got one with a broken saw. But surprisingly, not that great. Got a nice knife. Healy, Norway. Paid $50 for this, and if I can get it out of the scabbard, there you go. Very nice knife, good quality. Tang all the way through the handle. Never seen a knife packaged in a tube before. Very different. This should bring somewhere around 150. Down the bottom here, a couple Battle for the White House chess sets. These are pretty neat. You get Pelosi, Obama, Trump. Both of them pretty similar. And they even sent some, there's a couple Kamala Harris figures. Not quite sure how many people are going to want those, but paid $20 a piece, so $40 for the pair of them. Not quite sure what they'll bring. The bow is a nice one. Once again, let's go back to our theme of the day is spotting quality. So it's a long bow, and it just screams quality. I mean, look, somebody took time to decorate the tips, laminated wood bow. It's just, I guess it's 70 pounds at 28 inches. The problem is who made the thing. So, of course, it's written Bob Short on the side. Now, who's Bob Short? I have no idea. And why is it in quotations? Is this the name of the bow? The Bob Short? I mean, is it like a short longbow? There is a guy that makes custom bows. His name is Bob Lee, and he makes recurve bows that sell for around $2,000. So, Noble longbow. So maybe Noble Longbow is the people that made this bow. I don't know, but maybe Noble Longbow is the name of the bow. I don't know. Needless to say, I got to do a lot of research on this, but it is a high quality bow. It cost me $50. Hopefully it'll turn out. I mean, nice case, nice leather case came with it, but we will see. Gotta try to figure that out. Last couple things to show you. little bit of a story with this one. I was walking around early morning and spotted this as seller's table, and it's all cast iron, like a Japanese lantern sitting on a branch. Seller had this, and I asked him, "What are you getting for that?" He's like, "Oh, I just bought that this morning for $75. It's like, "I'm going to keep it. It's neat looking." Okay. So then I end up buying this little house. It's cast iron too. Not quite sure. I guess you put a candle in here. Bring it out here into the light. So it's a cool looking house. Kind of, I don't know, kind of looks like the way the roof is reminds me of a English cottage. But they didn't cut any corners on this thing. It's really well made. Paid $30 for it. I tried doing, of course, being held together with Phillips head screws does date it. It's not super old, and sitting outside will take a toll on it. There's part of me that wants to take these out and replace them before it gets any worse. Well, we'll see if the wife wants to keep it. Not quite sure what they'll bring. I do a Google photo search of it and see what pops up. So this one, like I said, went around early morning, saw it, and it wasn't for sale. So brought my wife back to the flea market. I wanted to show her a few things for the yard, and I saw that the dealer had this one out for sale. So he changed his mind, decided to sell it. Had $100 on it, so I liked it. I bought it. $100. I did see a couple listed on the internet. Well, I found one that had a price of $500, and I found another one that I couldn't find. They didn't have a price on it, but it's very cool. And you can see it was all painted dark green at one time. The thing to watch for with the cast iron is look for the quality. The quality is where the pieces meet up, and they take their time to grind down the seams. It's no overlapping. It's nice, a nice smooth seam on there. You can see here. Pull it out in the light a little bit. The seams match up really, really well on here. Somebody took their time to make it look good. That's a very cool piece. I think I will be selling it. I'm very tempted to strip it down and repaint it, but then when you do that, you got a brand new looking piece, and this isn't a brand new looking piece, so I probably won't do anything to it. But it's cool looking, great design. So there we go. It is cold out here. This cold front came through. So yeah, we'll see what happens, but keep an eye out for quality items. Good quality stuff is hard to find anymore. So till next time, this is Will, Yard Sales Survivalist. I'll talk again soon.